Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome to week 32 of season 10 of TGC Tours. Continuing to just play along, hoping one of these days to qualify. So I have run 2 full rounds on this course, Sheridan Timber Company, and it is rough for me. I am definitely struggling. I've not really shot that well. So I'm putting that out there right now. I've shared certainly from folks over time with TGC Tours that there tends to be a lot of grumbling about people cheating and so forth. That continues this week. There was even a comment like, how is it possible and not viewed as a concern if the same people keep shooting better than the PGA Tour pros week after week after week? We've been playing fictional courses on TGC Tours for I can't tell you how long, so I'm not quite sure how you could say that, they're doing better than the PGA Tour pros, but I get what they're saying. When someone's shooting a negative 19 every week and they end up with like a negative 60 or negative 50 over 4 rounds, that doesn't happen. But this isn't a fully realistic simulation. I wouldn't view it as that. It's still a golf video game. So people can get good at the mechanics, and it's far easier to do that with a joystick than it is with a club out on the course in real life. So I'm not sure those are legitimate. But with that said, one of the challenges I feel on this course is, and I don't know, this is the first time I felt this way about something, because I know they're designed by folks, just, regular folks like you and I, like, maybe one of these days I'll design a course. I certainly have a little bit of interest. It's just not risen to the top of things that I've tried. But I don't know what impact you have in the editor when you're doing that. But there are definitely many points that I've putted or hit onto the green, and the ball's basically about ready to stop, and then it looks like someone shot it out of a cannon, and it rolls another 60 feet or something. And an okay shot becomes insanely bad. So, and I've not really seen that behavior on a course before, so I almost wonder if there's something in the design. There was some complaints about, why does TGC Tours keep picking these dumb courses? Once again, I just view it differently. It's a video game. I'm enjoying the play, and at the end of the day, with anything like this, any game, I look at it as we're all competing on the same course, and so I've got as good a chance as anybody to figure it out and so forth. Now, I agree, the ones that are good, we see Mikey Angelo Gaming again. I think that's been a name since I've started this series on the channel, that has always been right up there. So regardless, of course, like, they clearly have things dialed in, and so to me it's more like it's the mechanics. And the good news is, I think of the 36 holes, I think I had one poor shot, again, a very fast, very slow off the tee in that. So I feel I was consistent. I'm hoping I didn't blow all my decent shots there. But the course is challenging, so I know this is a much longer intro than normal, but just kind of wanted to get those things off my chest as well. So we're going to jump in here. Last week finished 41st out of, I think, 50, so I did not do that great. Ended up with a plus 36, but obviously no tour card. They cut the tour cards off at plus 6, so they definitely kept it a lot lower than normal. But I think it could have been the fact that there were just a lower number of players, because I think plus 6 still got tour cards to like over 20 people. So let's jump in here. All right, course details. Fairways and greens are firm, and that 7.1 is a high number in what I normally see. Not the highest I've seen, but it's up there. And definitely the greens play that way. It's just that they're very, very challenging. All right, medium northwest. This is a challenging course with wind too.
Hello. hello there, and welcome to this event. And as we kick off our round, we've got a par 4 right in front of us.
So
Right,
I am a bit worried, that's for sure. The wind is not going to help, I'll tell you that. It's a tough course, thin. There's really only water in a couple places. There's a little stream. There's a stream bed, but it's mainly dry. So in both rounds, I never had a water shot. It doesn't mean I can't have one now. I'm just sharing that that's been the case. But very undulating fairways, very fast and uneven greens. So it's a lot. So let's see. All right, that's probably the best shot I've made ever on this course. And reading these greens has been terrible. I three putt almost every hole. So I ended up, I think, with a plus 21 and a plus 13 in the 2 rounds I practiced.
This putt's tracking.
So it's just kind of fair warning.
Great job in there for birdie.
You know, I did end up with, I think, 1 or 2 birdies on each round, but definitely not a ton. Certainly never on this hole, so I enjoyed that a lot. And wow. Okay.
Oh, well, that's no good.
All right, I can't change that. Oh, I hate when that happens. It'll be on the fairway, I think, but...
All right, we're back in the fairway. I like it.
I hate it. I hate it when I waste par 5s. I just really do. It's frustrating. All right.
Good job.
So I do apologize. I'm seeing a little bit of stuttering. I'm actually rendering a video in the background. I've been doing a lot of testing and things with career mods and stuff in the flight simulator. And so I'm just kind of trying to get things processed and out there finally. The new Beyond ATC, which was the air traffic control voices, released yesterday, so I spent all of yesterday kind of on unplanned time, so forth, so I'm behind. I actually would have normally played all of these rounds yesterday, so anyway. We'll see how things play out. Not a bad approach again, but again, I think I'm just going for par here. So you can see, it looks like a lot of movement. I think some of my challenges, I'm honestly just, it kind of clicked in my head. To the left of me, the squares to the left, like behind my feet, those are obviously significantly, the beads are moving significantly faster. I wonder to some degree if some of my reads have been a bit of that. I mean, I get it is supposed to be a slope and it has to kind of divide them somewhere, and it's clearly kind of flattening out, because if I go 2 squares over to the right, you can see the beads are barely moving. So there it's flat, but here it's, and to the 3 squares to the left, the beads are flying down the hill toward my feet. So you kind of understand the contours, but really this is less movement than one would think. So let's see. With that, obviously I'm wrong. With that said, I didn't think it would move much, but it clearly did still. Oh, that almost, and again, I've noticed that a lot. Then it doesn't move when I'm close. So
Par
it stinks
4.
giving away that gift birdie that fast. I was hoping I could hold on to it for a few holes.
Good gracious, you absolutely lit that one up. That was a huge try.
All right.
This is clocking in at
364.
around
Wow.
170 yards or
Well,
so to the pin.
let's not waste that. I'll tell ya, we got wind.
Yeah, you definitely didn't find a sweet spot with that one.
Not great, but it could be worse.
Well,
So
that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. And this is our third shot.
all right, and I definitely slow things down because, like I said, these greens, things just fly. So you'll see that was with a good amount of backspin. All right, a little bit of movement. Ah, it's not. Again, it just went straight.
Drop this one for the bogey.
Goodness.
And a bit of bad luck here. Back-to-back bogeys after that putt drops.
So
Just one over at the moment.
it's hard in the back of my head to just not feel defeated because I know how hard it was on those practice rounds. I mean, I would say this is certainly the first week where practice rounds may actually hurt me. Because it's like I wouldn't know what I don't know if I was just on here blind, like I obviously started the practice rounds with. And these are wide enough fairways and most. Yeah, this is a tough green, at least this pin placement. I've kind of had that every time. Man, I'd prefer this not be a pitch, but I don't know. Okay, because normal, obviously, is way, way too far. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I'll do that. Because a pitch, if I'm understanding the golf shots correctly, a pitch has a lower angle. So basically a lob wedge would normally go way up, way down. I mean, it's the highest club. It's the one right before the putter. And so very high and then almost it's kind of, as straight down as you're going to get for the fall. So it'll land and it'll stay. Where the pitch lowers that angle and then gives you some distance, is my understanding of how those shots work. And so, therefore, you'll get more roll, and since that's so small, I just think that's a bad call here. Ah. Maybe we're on? Nah, shoot. Bad bounce. I don't know. I mean, this might be better that I am not having to putt, because that would be a long putt. Alright, oh. See, even with the backspin. Alright, and it hit a little bit of a hill. You can see it behind me. Again, this is a good amount of movement. So let's see. Come on.
Oh. Okay, this one's a 3-footer.
And that was the par again.
2 strokes above par.
So this kind of is the problem.
Here on this par 3.
Like nothing got away from me. It was just really, really hard to do reasonably well. Alright, I've hit 3 perfects in a row. I don't know that I can do that consistently. I mean, I'm happy with the outcome, but I don't want anybody expecting like, ooh, he's really dialed in his swing. Doing the same thing I've been doing, as far as I can tell, forever. Well, I shouldn't say forever. That's wrong. That's too fast.
That was almost.
I don't think it hit the hole anyway.
That is about 11 feet.
But God, you can just see, and I barely touched that thing.
Oh, it's heading towards the hole.
Darn it.
Oh, setting up here for the bogey.
So there's the 3-putt.
Okay, that putt's done. And currently sitting at 3 over par.
All right.
All right, we got a long par
Try
five
to
in
stop
our
making
future
those
on this
annoying
one.
noises. I'm sure they... If you're listening to me on a headset or something, I apologize.
That
Ooh.
one was sliced.
And I was thinking about the shot too much. I just didn't
Okay,
let it
let's shake out of
happen.
this funk. 4 bogeys in a row.
Look at this. It's
I
a...
think we can snap that streak.
What do you
here with
see?
maybe
A par 5. Again, I just... It's like magic. I didn't even look up at it.
All right, I like being back on the fairway.
Yeah, I do too, but...
This is your 3rd shot.
Ooh, this might be a bunker-bound one.
Not sure where
yeah.
this one's going to end up.
Yeah.
Setting up here for your 4th shot.
Alright, let's see. I think going up here will be good. Again, you can't... I don't know why it won't show the lie in the sand. It is kind of irritating. I don't know why that was such a poor shot.
Like this one's your 5th shot.
Alright, we're up.
This one's about 22 feet to the cup.
But the reality is this is probably still going to be 2 putts. So it's not going to help. Come on, maybe? No.
Well, it's going right by the hole. Here we go. Double bogey
So
putt
close.
coming up. This one's tracking. And you're currently 5 over for the day. And here we go. Par 4 in front of us.
Not the outcome I want. Alright, I'm going to go over here, because basically, unless I have wind with me, this one's just a problem. It wasn't very slow, but it was right on the border. Alright, at least we're on the fairway.
This is about 165 yards or so to the pin.
Alright, I'm going to go up, because we've... Well, no, because we've got a lower elevation. Alright, that was solid. Where's it gonna end up? Alright, not bad.
Nicely struck.
It's just gonna be a
Good luck with
challenge,
this,
I'm sure.
15-footer.
Wow. Alright. Man,
Zipped right by.
not online, and somehow again,
Okay, here's a par putt.
just zippy.
Putt appears to be online.
Oh, you're kidding me. Come on.
A little too much power. And you're currently 6 over par. Okay, 8th hole coming up.
Alright, I'm going to back this off some and really spin it back. I'm going to see if I can make that work. Oh my god.
Now we're in the rough, and it is a bad...
I don't know, maybe
lie.
it's performance anxiety. I really don't know what it is.
Ruh-roh.
Oh boy. I've been over here once.
Lined up, still in the rough.
This one's rough up
Okay,
here,
here's
that's
our
for
3rd shot.
sure.
Oop, fetched up in the branches here.
That might work out.
And here we have a very long putt to contend with.
Yes, it is. What?
Here's an 11-footer.
Alright. Doesn't
it's
look like
getting
it's
there.
doing anything, so
Okay, good job
we're
on
going to
this
hit
one.
it straight, but we got another
That
double
leaves you at
bogey.
8 over par. Teeing up now on hole number 9.
Alright. Bit of wind,
Nice.
as
That's,
we know,
some
but,
solid
you know.
contact.
Alright, so I think I've had 2 bad tee shots. So again, not helping myself. Okay, we're losing some elevation. Gaining some wind. So we'll pull back a club. Oh, it felt a little like I almost lost the stick
Nice
between
stroke.
my
We're on the
fingers,
green.
honestly.
And sink this
I'm
next
glad I
putt.
ended up
Grab
with
that
this
birdie.
shot like I did. Maybe. No. God, I cannot
My,
believe it.
right by the hole. Looking at
Can't
an
buy
11-foot putt here.
Can't buy a fall.
It's getting there.
You're kidding
Yikes,
me.
that went right by. Okay, bogey putt coming up. All right, 9 over par for the day. This one's a par 4 hole.
Okay. Straight on till morning. All right, well, if this isn't on the green, I don't know what has a
Fairway
shot.
bound.
I'm just going to let that go because it's a thing of beauty. Wow. Wouldn't it be? Oh, and there we go. Let's just ruin a beautiful shot.
Here's a second shot on the 10th.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable.
Here's a 20-foot putt.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be lucky if I walk away with a par. It's not gonna move over. It's not gonna move over.
Okay, this one is for the par.
Unbelievable.
Okay,
Wow.
let's take a look at this next hole now.
So it's a hard course. I don't know. People can say I'm wrong and it's easy. I mean, I've not seen anybody say it's easy, but
oops, there's a shank.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this one's
Okay,
going.
I am my own worst enemy at this
stuff
point.
Here.
All right, oh wow.
This one's going in the wrong
I
direction.
really thought I'd have enough distance,
This
but
is what our third shot's looking like.
oh wow. All right, I'm gonna go this way because otherwise I don't think I can end up in a fairway. I mean, I don't know that I can.
Roll into the rough,
all right, that's what I was worried. It was a little too far, but
the deep stuff currently. Let's get out of here
now. Let's see. Let's see. Woo! So close. Again, it's a hill behind me, I'm sure, so it came back, but
9 feet to go. This putt's good so far.
And another bogey. All that
down,
effort, and another bogey.
Okay, 10 over for your round. Here's a par 5. Let's see what we can do with it.
I'm feeling okay about the round. I'm not liking my tee shots that are bad. I'm very happy and thankful for the good shots happening to be perfect. It's insane, but it's fun. All right. Why is it every time I like plan out a shot and I think I'm ready to go, then that happens? Like there's something happening in my head. I just don't know what it is. All right, I'm not going to get anywhere near that. How far back do I go? Because I mean, it's almost like it'd be better to land here on the tee. So let's see if that were too far. Shoot. All right. I didn't think it would go that far, but either way, it works. All right, good approach. And again, my favorite, a par 5 that just gets parred.
All right, well done.
And that was the last par 5 we got, so
now sitting at 10 over for your round.
I'm not going to take advantage of any par 5s with that. All right, we're going to slow it down. Just going to move over a good amount with the wind. The fast is going to counter it. So there you go. There's a stream down there, but
that's all right. Life does go on.
It does go on. You're right.
Nice tempo on that chip, just nice and easy. Well done.
All right, another par.
Sitting at 10 over par.
And again, hanging on to a plus 10 is
on this one.
Good for me, but again, it's not good enough. So if I can somehow manage to keep it. Thank goodness. I was worried it was going to bounce and shoot me off the fairway. So praise on that. Alright, I'm just going to go with it. Nothing special, no spin, no nothing.
It sounded a little bit off.
It did. I think I'm out of the
Careful with this one. We're in the deep
stuff. Alright, now we're going to spin it back though. Alright, we are on. No weird rolls or anything like I've seen where sometimes I land. Other than right off the blade, there's not much movement, so... but it was enough that it's off. Darn it.
Right by the hole. 3 feet to go. Here comes a par 4.
So it's its own little challenge, that's for sure.
Beauty of a swing there.
Alright, not quite perfect, but darn near.
And this one's around 140 yards to the pin.
Alright, I'm going to back it a bit. Stop it a bit, move it closer because it is only 4 miles an hour. The slow's going to pull it over too. Oh boy.
And we're going right of the pin.
Don't bounce too far. Thank goodness. I'm glad it stayed up there instead of going way down the hill.
Shot. Okay, 11 feet to deal with.
Alright. Again, I think it's just straight. Oh. Basically was straight. It moved a few inches, and a few inches wasn't...
just right by the
what?
hole.
A few inches was enough for that distance?
Down she goes.
Wow. Alright, well that's an extra stroke gone that I would love to have back. Alright, I'm going to do this a little shorter. It's too thin and there's not enough plus side. Not great. Oh, stay out of the bunker. It did not.
Oh, that's not a great one.
Alright, 83. So 15, let's say 20. That's going to put me at 130. That might actually be okay. Move a little bit more that way. The slow again. No.
This is our 3rd shot.
Alright, let's get it close at least. No, that's too far.
Yeah, if you sink this, you could save par.
You're right, but this is going to be a challenge.
Looking very nice.
Alright.
In it goes. Wonderful putt.
I do have the birdie on the first hole. So kind of my
Alright, let's see what you got here.
metric, my unofficial metric, you know, still get birdies, and at least I'm doing kind of okay. Okay, it is a 5-wood, so. Yeesh, another very slow. 5th one, I think.
Too good, is it?
No, I've got like a third of my shots that have been really sad. And then still struggling with the approaches. So none of that helps. Alright, that's decent.
Nice to get this one. This one's
But again, it's a par 3, so...
So far, so good.
And you saw that
played.
Didn't move at all, almost. I mean, at least it fell in. Was close enough that the black hole of gravity in the middle of the cup pulled it in, but... I think... Man... I don't know. I think I've done this before and it's been okay. Alright, so I literally have had a third of my shots not good on this round, so... Alright, let's see. Can we... We have a shot. We should be okay. Alright. I don't know why it's that far over, but it is.
Okay, careful with this one. The ball's above your feet.
Oh, I always love that. Alright, it's at the flag. That's kind of what I figured with where it was
that
at.
should do nicely. And to save par.
And where is the hole? Not anywhere near my ball. And there it goes.
Oh, get that ball back on the green. Come on. And this is your 5th shot. Oh, look at here.
So,
nice chip.
You know,
All right, you're done now.
okay golf, but
okay, at
not...
the end of this one, it'll be plus 16
Again,
on
it's
your
just, it's a
scorecard.
tough course. I kind of, you know, I
That,
set you
will
up.
let
I
you
was
go.
honest.
Thank you very much for the round of golf. I had a good amount of fun.
All right.
You did too.
So, another fitting. All right, and we are... Oh, I'm at the max tier for the season pass. Not that it matters. I don't pay for that or anything. And so, plus 16, where, again, someone else got a negative 19. So I understand people's frustration and feeling that way, because it's pretty easy when, in essence, they're shooting 30 strokes better than you are, and you're like, how? You're doing everything you can to eke out a great game, and, you know, and again, I can't say this was a great game. I mean, I had 33% of my tee shots were really bad, so that has to improve. But we'll see how things go in the future rounds. If you've enjoyed this but haven't dropped a like on the video, please consider that. If you are not a subscriber, please consider that. I will see you next time.